Let's get to a special report now just coming in on Jesse Jackson.
CBS News special report. I'm Vladimir Duthier in New York. We are coming on the air because the Reverend Jesse Jackson, a groundbreaking civil rights leader who became a two-time presidential candidate, died overnight. He was 84 years old and had been battling a long-term illness. An official statement says Jackson died surrounded by his family. Ed O'Keefe joins us now with a look at Jackson's life, his impact on the civil rights movement. Ed, it was indeed towering. Good morning.
Sure was. Good morning, Vlad. For decades, Jackson was a powerful and sometimes polarizing voice for change, emerging from the civil rights movement of the 1960s to become a national political figure and champion for marginalized communities across the country.
The people must unite to save humanity.
The preacher, civil rights activist, and presidential candidate was born in Greenville, South Carolina in 1941.
I was born next door to a white church. I could only attend as a janitor.
In his 20s, Jesse Jackson gained national attention as an aide to Martin Luther King Jr. and a leader of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
A shot cracked out from across the street, dropping him to the floor.
He was in Memphis on April 4th, 1968, when King was assassinated.
The white people's best friend is dead.
King's murder sparked tension between Jackson and other civil rights leaders as they struggled over who would lead their movement. Ultimately, Jackson launched his own organizations that later became the Rainbow Push Coalition, still advocating today for black economic and political empowerment.
We shall fight this institutional racism wherever we see it.
He also became an international hostage negotiator. In 1984, he helped win the release of an American pilot from Syria. Later, he'd broker freedom for Americans held in Cuba, Iraq, and Kosovo.
To the White House!
His activism and diplomacy buoyed Jackson's first campaign for president in 1984.
We do not just need a new president, we need a new direction. Our leaders are talking too little to too many leaders in this world.
Jackson ended up placing a stronger than expected third in the Democratic primary. In 1988, his second campaign focused on increasing government spending and U.S. support for the Third World. But he came up short once again.
We must never surrender. America will get better and better.
After campaign politics, Jackson was a talk show host and was an early supporter, but occasional critic, of Barack Obama's presidential bid, famously photographed in Chicago's Grant Park on election night, 2008. Initially diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, Jackson revealed in 2025 he'd been battling progressive supranuclear palsy, a long-term degenerative brain condition. But his public appearances continued, more as a supporter of a new generation of activists
in the filibuster,
fighting for voting rights, fair housing, and police reform. Echoing the same message he spent years preaching.
And nobody can stop us now. Moving on up. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
In his statement this morning, Jackson's family wrote, quote, "Our father was a servant leader not only to our family, but to the oppressed, the voiceless, and the overlooked around the world. His unwavering belief in justice, equality, and love uplifted millions, and we ask you to honor his memory by continuing the fight for the values he lived by." The family says all public events celebrating Jackson's life will be held in his home city of Chicago. Details, Vlad, have not yet been released.
You know, Ed, I recall as a young teenager watching Reverend Jackson speaking at the 1984 and 1988 Democratic National Conventions. And what I was struck by then, as I am now, is how he stressed that offering hope to what he called those who had been disenfranchised. He wanted what he called voter inclusion, millions of people who were poor, who were black and brown, who were disenfranchised, who were the working class, to be included in the political process. He didn't believe that democracy could survive if those millions of people were not part of that process.
The line from that 1984 speech that sticks out, "My constituency is the desperate, the damned, the disinherited, the disrespected, and the despised. They are restless and seek relief. They voted in record numbers." It was a barrier-breaking campaign that opened up so many opportunities for so many others, most obviously President Obama, but also, frankly, the far-left movement. Bernie Sanders wouldn't have been able to run the way he did for president back in the day were it not for some of the things Jesse Jackson had brought up. There'll be a lot of examination of his life and legacy in the coming days, Vlad.
Yep. He offered hope over resentment, and by doing so, he tried to heal a nation and help it fulfill its democratic promise. Ed O'Keefe for us this morning. Ed, as always, my friend, thank you very much. It was a beautiful obit. Once again, the civil rights icon, Reverend Jesse Jackson, has died at the age of 84, and his words at the 1988 Democratic Convention still ring true. Hold your head high. Stick your chest out. It gets dark sometimes, but morning comes. Keep hope alive. We'll have much more on the life of Jesse Jackson on CBS Mornings starting at 7 a.m. For now, our coverage continues on our streaming channel, CBS News 24/7, and your local news on this CBS station. This has been a CBS News Special Report. I'm Vladimir Duthiers in New York.